My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Everything in one video, and then I'll just, when I'm editing, I'll divide it into. Okay, she was a teenager, and those two degenerates completely used and abused her. Abolished the monarchy. Yeah, they did. Okay, Diana, a 19-year-old with her friend Camilla, a day at the races, watching Diana's then fiance Charles compete. All the time Camilla was effing Charles. My goodness. My God, my God, my God. No friend, no lady, no queen. Look at her smile here. I mean, this is freaking, oh my God. This is sick. You know how they say, put your friend close, your enemy closer, or something like that? That's what she did here. She literally make it happen. She chose her, and then, oh my God. Oh, look at her, look at her. My God, my God, my God. My God, my God, my God. Is that her in the back here? Let me see what yeah, that's her. There's that thing here. And she put, later on, she put her head there. Let's see, this side of the jacket. Yeah, there it is, right there. That's her right there. My God, my God, my God. The pain.
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time and think she got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away, and I suddenly noticed that there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I'm just going to find my husband. I go downstairs, and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles, and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down, joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the two men, okay boys, we'll just have a quick word with Camilla, and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down, and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know? In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried. I didn't sleep that night. And the next morning I woke up.
Let's see here. Okay, that's the one I'm gonna put on the thing. Okay, you can see how clever Camilla think she is with that shit eating brain. Poor Di looks so despondent that she can barely raise her head. Charles and Camilla are a match made in hell. Yeah, my God. The firm needed an aristocratic, attractive virgin. They had to reach all the way down to the nursery to find one who was also naive enough to say yes. Okay, they then rewrote history after she died and claimed she is the one that came to marry Charles. Yeah. Yeah, they turned, I mean, in one video I said, I think I cut this one out. There was too many political things that I was saying. When I was editing, I said, no, I'm not gonna put it out. Okay, and I think in that video I was saying sometimes there's when those evil spirit, okay, those people with those evil mind, when they die, they don't want to continue, you know, with the process of the afterlife, and they stay on this earth, and then they go to another body to continue their stupidity. And I think this is what's happening with the firm. But when the good spirit die, they continue with the process. They go, and then, you know, this is where karma comes, and it takes longer. Okay, so sad. Yeah, it is sad. People also forget that when she was married, she was trapped, one of the only 2 women in the whole country that needed her mother-in-law to grant her a divorce. She had nowhere to go. Yep, that's the thing here. And this is what's good with Harry. He married someone outside of the UK, so he could easily, you know, go to the wife's home country. Alright, she was the virgin of a vicious smear campaign too, perpetrated by her husband and his mistress Seabiscuit, and collusion with the media. 26 years after her death, she still outshined them. Poor Diana. And the thing is that this is the thing that Harry has with Diana. They learn as they move forward. They're paying attention. They learn. I mean, even Diana even said that, you know, she had to grow and learn. You know, they never give her credit for that.
If I remember rightly, there's someone, because I hadn't passed any O-levels and taken any A-levels, I was stupid. And I made the grave mistake once of saying to a child I was thick as a plank in order to ease the child's nervousness, of which it did. But that headline went all around the world, and I rather regret saying it. Have any? I think that I've always been the 18-year-old girl he got engaged to, so I don't think I've been given any credit for growth. And my goodness, I've had to grow.
Because they didn't want her in the first place. They were just using her. Poor Diana was no match for those 2. I mean, when you think about it, she did all of that on her own to put the word out there. If it wasn't for what she did, the bravery that she did, we would never know. We would have never known. We would have kept the same narrative those 2 idiots put out there to make themselves look good. We would have never known the other side of the story if she then did what she did. And that was brave of her. Okay, it was such a sad situation, and they ought to be celebrated. What's worse is that they even tainted her memory. Shame on them all. And they even convinced one of her sons, okay, to taint her own legacy.
It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia, and isolation that I remember from those final years with her.
And this is what's said about it. Okay, so very sad images. There's that. The way Charles and his Queen Ho, there's always a new name, Queen Ho, strong arm a virgin womb was diabolical. It is a pity he didn't have a girl to aggrieve for Diana. Debased and debauched people. Poor. Okay, after this one, that's it. So disgusting. He could have man up, insisted on being with his true love, yeah, and risk giving up his place in line, but he didn't want to take that gamble or make that sacrifice. Shameful. Yeah, that's all he had to do. If you really were in love with him, all you had to do is stick to your principle, whatever you felt was right. Next tweet. Sarah Ferguson is getting closer and closer to a diplomatic incident regarding Harry and Meghan. She talked too much about them, and the only reason journalists asked her about them is because she used their names to attract US media attention to promote her book. And one of the... Okay, there's my comment here. Alright, let's read. Attract, correct herself. Okay, I don't even care. She's not saying anything negative. She's trying to survive by selling her books. I doubt Harry and Meghan care. Alright, so this is my comment here. I agree. At this point, I think she should make it clear to people that she's not here to talk about Harry and Meghan. Before you know it, crazy thing is going to start to happen. She should focus on her book only. Yeah, because one thing led to another could create a whole bunch of nonsense. So she should stop. Just stop talking about her. Before, I gave her a couple passes. Okay, when she went on The View, I think I have one of that video, not on this video, on another video that I did. Okay, after she went to talk to the Y, someone posted a clip from The View about her talking about Harry and Meghan. She didn't say anything negative. Okay, but at this point, stop talking about them. Focus on your book only. Okay, because she probably making herself look good for Harry and Meghan out there, and then for Harry to, how will I say, their defense. What's the thing? Let their guard down. That's it. Let their guard down and let her in their circle and all of that. Before you know it, she go spill the bean on the other side. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm afraid of. Okay, it's annoying, very. It was kind of funny the first time, but now it's too much. There it is. Yeah, it's too much now. Enough is enough. Okay, there's 3 comments here. That's Fergie, open mouth, and third foot. She has recently contradicted herself as to how well she knew Meghan. At this stage, the UK take little or no notice of what she says. Nah, they will pay attention when she says something that will create headline. They will pick up. They're paying attention. I told that from the first interview. She's using their name and avoiding question about his ex-palace strategy as usual. Okay, Salzburg. I didn't think about that. I did not think about this. You know what they should do now? Whenever they start talking about Harry and Meghan, bring the question of, what's his name? Andrew. Okay? That's what they should do. This person is right. I do believe that. Talk about Meghan instead of the other one, Andrew. Okay, Sarah's book is going to flop, but she needs to talk about her kids, grandchildren, Andrew, and keep Harry and Meghan out of her mouth. That's what I think too. Exactly. She's never hesitated to sink low. Alright, that's it. I mean, I say what I say here, and then later on when I'm reading this tweet, pretty much fall under the same thing that I think. Next tweet. Okay, there's this. So the toxic British media and the right-wing foundation Heritage wanted to harass and expel Harry from the US to torture him more. They've just forgotten that Harry is the honest man. They have nothing on him that could be used against him or his current court cases. Prince Harry. Okay, correction. So I don't know if I shared the headline that I was seeing, that they wanted this particular US thing to question Harry's visa and all of that. Okay, so they come back here to correct themselves. Okay, correction, there's a question mark. Are they now scared of Harry unveiling facts in the court? This swift backtrack is funny. Okay, let's see this. Prince Harry was truthful, she put it in quote, was truthful about drug history on US visa application. That was 5th April, yesterday, pretty much. Prince Harry did disclose his drug history when applying for US visa, sources close to the prince have said amid controversy. You know what happened? They knew this all along. They knew. But remember, they need to generate as much as they can. So they start with the negative part at first. They let it run, and then they come and correct it. I mean, they knew that all along.
And we need to keep in mind that Harry does not have people, his camp do not speak to the tabloid. So whoever the source is, just already know it's a lie.
Okay. They create this problem. There's me here. They create this problem. They came back as the savior to solve their own problem. Pure Looney Tune over that island. Okay, these people think Harry wouldn't have his lawyer help complete the application, as a lot of people do, to ensure it's passed with little issue. This clown will attack what is it? Isn't Meghan's niece is a immigration lawyer. Okay, so this, I think she probably had that job already. All right, once Meghan, had that trust with her and all of that, I'm positively sure she probably had that job to take care of Harry's paperwork. All right. Let's continue. These people think Harry wouldn't have his lawyer help complete the application, as a lot of people do. To ensure it's passed with little issue, this clown will attack an enlarged paw on his face if the media zoom in and mention it. They are running smear campaign once again because they are afraid of Prince Harry is going to be victorious in the lawsuit against A&L. Have you noticed that they don't say anything or very little about the other litigates involved? They only slander Prince Harry. Okay, I mean, I don't know if that, I mean, Harry is focused. I don't know whatever it is that they're doing thinks is gonna stray Harry. Okay, yes, truth. Source close to the prince, more lies. Yeah, I mean, whatever. There's no current friend of Harry that will talk to the Daily Fair. If Harry is currently suing, it's all lies. Okay, how long until he wants US citizenship? What? Who's backtracking? What did I miss? Man, you can blink these days without missing the unraveling of a right-wing plot. Okay, lies. Harry don't speak via faceless, nameless sources. Okay, I'm almost done. I have a couple more. This is where if I wanted, I could have done another video, but I have 4 more after this. There's that. Oh, there's the thing I was talking about earlier. If this is still the same video. Who will eventually wear the crown? And there's my comment here. None. Homewrecker is going to take it all the way. She's going to outmaneuver these kindergartners in the end. 3 in a marriage has all the right people on her side to help pull this fast one. It is all up to the peasant England to prevent that from happening. They better complain and explain. Okay, the House of Homewrecker says that if Kat was smart enough, bold enough, or if she was allowed to know enough secret about Peggy, the mistress, her tampon, she will have enough bargaining power to keep her tiaras and her status and keep Rose in her position as the side piece, just as long as she can stay alive. I mean, they already have the plan for her. I'm sorry. Let me just stop here. Okay, let's read. I think it's too soon to tell, but I felt so very sorry for Diana, so I'll have to say I hope KKK saves it. Okay, I'll never take the side of the homewrecker. They have 3 kids, for Christ's sake. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree with this woman. When there's a marriage, you have to respect that one. Okay, as for who'll be the next king, well, let's wait and see, shall we? If Kat is as scared as an abused doormat as I believe her to be, she will not have enough dirt on them. She will be at their mercy and the mercy of the children. Look how Wilma treated Diana even in death. That's another thing. With so much disrespect and disloyalty, unless Kath knows something, she is toast. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop at this right now. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, she's done. She had no bargaining chip the minute she walked into the thing. She let them use her the minute she walked in. Alright, next tweet. This is something that someone shared with me. I think it was that one. Where's my comment? No, I don't think my comment is there. Maybe I saw it differently. Okay, Camilla the homewrecker has made sure to include all her grandkids. Meanwhile, King Charles the Cruel has left out Charlotte, Sophia's son, and Anne's grandkids. This is the time she should have made sure his bloodline to overshadow everyone. That man is useless. Okay, this I read already. Okay, who's gonna be the page boys and stuff like that. Okay, I read that already, and I'm already an hour. This is Edward's son. Okay, he's paying attention. Very cute, but when he gets older, the hair's gonna be gone. He's paying attention. There she is. They didn't even include her. But anyway, let's continue. Okay, but he did include his 2 grandsons. Okay, I think I know the answer, but tell me anyway. Okay, Charlotte may have a role as one of the Queen's coronation maids. Don't know the proper name. Who knows? Okay, when will everyone except Camilla will do what she wants? Shit. She went from queen consort to queen and is just getting started. What was it? There's the mother of the nation. Now she's the mother of the nation. One thing I'm glad about that is that she is already turning on William and Kate. May they go through what William and Kate did to Harry and Meghan. They just baggage for God. I'm not gonna wish anything. I just say baggage for God. God will know what each one of them can carry. Looks like boys only, and does not have any grandson. The fiasco is not including 15-year-old Lord James. Okay, Queen Camilla and her side piece Charles, the king consort. Those squad, they turn everything away. Yeah, Camilla is the king. make me question. So this was her coronation the whole time. She's going to be crowned king of homewrecker. Let's go to the next one. Maybe that was the tweet here. I think someone shared with me. Let me see. Is that the one? Yep, that was the one. That was the one. There's the sun here. All right, let's see here. There's something just lovely about this young man. Out of all the grandchildren, he seems very attentive at Harry and Meghan's wedding. Can see him leaving that granny family as soon as he turned 18. Follow your dreams, James. Okay, since I think it was in the wedding photo where Harry and Meghan was standing and then he was in the background, there was something that captured my attention about him, and I think he's been paying attention ever since. Maybe the love that he see Meghan and Harry have, maybe, I don't know what it is, maybe that captivated him, and maybe he's paying attention to all the mess that going in the background. He doesn't want that. So maybe there's a hope for him. And I think in my message, I'm not gonna share it, but I'm opening it right now because I think my yeah, there's me. I'm not gonna share that because it has the person who tweeted it for me. Okay, yes, there is something about him I just can't pinpoint, but is that the same one? Yeah, yeah, that's my comment here. Yes, there is something about him I just can't pinpoint, but it is in a positive way. This morning in my recording, that was yesterday recording, I said that if his mother wasn't negative toward Meghan, I could see him getting a few. I was just sneezing. This morning in my recording, I said that if his mother wasn't negative toward Meghan, I could see him getting a few pointer working with Harry. He is watching and paying attention. Okay, that's what I said about him. And that the person on Twitter who tweeted this, I think that person watched my video, and this is why she tagged me on this. Okay, this boy is left out the page boy team, but Rose's son is in. Okay, and then within that comment, this comment came in, and it sort of aligned to some of the things that I've been saying. Okay, let me read some. Okay, that coronation is turning into a grand reveal of family dynamics. He's a bit old for a page. It's even more odd that they've picked one brother from a pair of twins. Okay, Rose's son is a twin boy. Only a cool firm will ask one twin boy and not the other. Look at how they raised Harry and William. Okay, where I read somewhere William will get the best, will get to choose whatever meal, and then the leftover will be for Harry. This is the way they train these people. Okay, I cannot with one brother in and one out, so icky. Why not ask his nephew? All right, so that's that. Let's move on. Okay, I'm almost done. I have one more. I think now I'm into New York somewhat of a politics here. You could tune off if you want. Okay, so this one I saw, and this is my comment. Be careful so you don't get sued again. It was a response to this. I made sure I bookmarked mine so I could see it automatically. So there's New York Post. Okay, my answer to all of this will be on the screenshot. Okay, lying Meghan Markle shouldn't be celebrated. Sorry, Gloria Steinem. Okay, this is a newspaper in the US. Okay, breaking news. I don't know how it came on my timeline. I'm not following them. Breaking news and feature from the New York Post. Follow your favorite. Okay, so it has 2.8 million followers. So this is at least about the amount of people and more, because I'm not even following them, but it came under my timeline. This is how many people they are tracking. Okay, saying lies. Okay, and they're putting the nose like Pinocchio's lying or something. Okay, lying Meghan Markle shouldn't be celebrated. Sorry, Gloria Steinem. And there's my comment here. Be careful so you don't get sued again. 6 people like it to retweet. This is what I put here. Meghan Markle win. Dismiss and court battle against half-sister. It continues. Okay, I underline all of this. Okay, Meghan Markle wins bid to throw out half-sister. Meghan Markle prevail in defamation lawsuit. Meghan Markle wins defamation lawsuit against half-sister. Okay, so this I put. And there's this here. Meghan Markle scored a legal victory against her half-sister Samantha. This week, a judge in Florida dismissed a lawsuit Samantha filed over the book Finding Freedom and statement Meghan made to Oprah in March 2021. Okay, there's another one here. New York Post. Okay, them again. They even posted that. Meghan Marco half-sister Samantha to refile, okay, refile even stronger defamation. And then there's me pointing out here, okay, this is the one that they dismiss. Okay, so she's going back to court again, it seems like. Okay, so New York Post. And then there's me here. Who owned New York Post? In 1976, Rupert Murdoch bought the Post for $30.5 million US. Since 1993, the Post has been owned by Murdoch's News Corp. Its distribution ranked 4th in the US in 2019. Okay, so I point to it. Who owned the New York Post? Rupert Murdoch does. Okay, there's here, and same thing is repeating here, but let's go to the next one. And now I put Google Rupert Murdoch lie and defamation case. There's all of the thing here regarding the Dominion thing. Okay, let me read down here. What did Rupert Murdoch do that was bad? Many of Murdoch's papers and television channels have been accused of bias and misleading coverage to support his business interests and political allies, and some have credited his influence with major political development in the UK, US, and Australia. Okay, so there's me pointing to all of this. And then it was New York Post who posted this nonsense. Okay, lying Meghan Markle shouldn't be celebrated. Okay, the part here, I understand this is an opinion, but to say she's lying, how could this be when you yourself just post things about that the sisters refile a defamation case? All right, so there's me here. Be careful so you don't get sued again. All right, so there's that. Let me see what some people said. I'm not gonna read all of them. There's mine here. Congratulations, gorgeous Meghan. Keep up the good work and supporting women. Never mind Murdoch and his hate mongers. Okay, there's this. Okay. Hi ho, Ahmed. Congratulations, my princess. So the squad are putting things here. Okay, remember Gloria Steinem backed Amber Heard last year. Sometimes is things that you're not aware of. Okay, but there's Meghan who went to court so many times already. Okay, I've covered these two. I know exactly about Amber Heard, and I also know about Meghan. Okay, and guess who I support in the Amber Heard? Johnny Depp. Okay, so she did, maybe that's thing she didn't know, but there's Meghan who went in court. She called people in court, and people have called her in court, and she won both of them. This one had the whole freaking media behind her to pull her thing. Okay, let's read this, because I covered this too on my channel. Some squad was like, I'm not about that. Okay, remember Gloria Steinem backed Amber Heard last year. She's been on the wrong side of feminists lately. Okay, Amber Heard defended by feminist leader Gloria Steinem, and open letter denounced public shaming of actress. There's a different things here. The focus that she was doing here is the shaming of things. Okay, I don't think she was, well, let me not go into detail of this because I don't know the full background of her supporting Amber Heard. Let's see one comment here. Oh, I don't see it. Okay, gullible woman. Okay, let's see here. Oh, big surprise. A Murdoch-owned publication is harassing Meghan. Okay, laughing my Princess Meghan will forever win while the racists in the UK and USA continue to cry. There's that. You are a hateful, jealous journalist. Shame on you. Alright, so I know the difference between these two. Okay, she went to court. Well, the UK one, she wasn't the one who called Johnny Depp to for defamation. It was Johnny Depp who called the paper. Okay, the paper. Remember what I've said? The group that's in the UK who team up. Okay, and then there were a lot of other things after the UK trial went with Johnny Depp and the paper. A lot of other things were uncovered because the judge that was presiding over that should never have been, because they were dining, all it's just people who know each other. Okay, and I think Johnny Depp had proved his case in the UK. But when the forces are against you, it is against you, because Johnny Depp was suing the paper, and Amber Heard was was a is it a witness, I would say? Yeah, was a witness, because the paper wrote that Johnny was a wife beater, and Johnny said, no, I'm not a wife beater, this and that, and they called Amber Heard to come and lie her ass off for them, and she did.
I had or was about to file, or I had already filed for divorce. I wanted him to know verbally, so I was trying to reach him through a third party to tell him. When I say reach, I'm specifically saying I would like him to know information coming from me or coming from Jerry, from me, so that he finds out about the divorce filing or my intention to do so from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
You slipped up there, didn't you, Miss Heard? You let it slip out that TMZ had been alerted to your filing of the domestic violence restraining order, didn't you?
I disagree. That's not what I'm talking about.
TMZ is the same outlet that you released the video of Mr. Depp attacking the kitchen cabinets the day before this deposition was taken, wasn't it?
But in the U.S. case, what happened is Johnny Depp called Amber Heard, okay? Called Amber Heard for defamation, and Johnny Depp won, okay? So I know about this. And I also know about this, where they tried to defame Meghan, intercept her letter, and she called them to court. Okay? And she won. Now, the sister now in the US, this is funny, the parallel between that. In the UK, Meghan called the paper to court. And the same thing that happened here, Johnny Depp called the paper to court in the UK. Okay, unfortunately, Johnny Depp lost his, but Meghan won hers. Okay, she proved her case. She won her, what do you call this? She won her judgment. How do you call this? Summary. That's the word I'm looking for. Summary judgment. And then in the US, her half-sister was calling her to court for defamation. So far, it's ongoing. So far, what Meghan have asked the judge to do is to toss out the case, what her half-sister have called her. So far, the judge have agreed with Meghan. Okay, two part of it that needs to be resolved is that the judge sent the half-sister to look back at the Oprah interview to find where Meghan have defamed her. Okay, because so far the judge have not seen. So she had 14 days from the time of the ruling to come up with her answer. Now we have, what is it? This part here. Oh, not that one. Which one? Here. Okay. Samantha to refile even stronger. What is she gonna find? Okay. If she did it the first time, the judge didn't find anything. What else is she gonna find? Okay. So I'm done with this because I know about both of them because I was covering it. So what they're saying is that Gloria Steinem had backed two people, but both of them stood on their own merit. Okay, Meghan and the other one could stand in their own merit because Meghan have proved her case over and over again. Okay, so there's that. Next tweet. You could look at some of my videos both on PYTE and on this channel where I talk about the Johnny Depp case. All right, so again, this is US politics. Okay, and this happened. I correct myself. Yeah, there's the word this. Correction, this. Okay, and this happened. Okay, and there it is. This is what happened when you vote, and there it is. After winning back full control of government for the first time in 40 years, Michigan Democrat just repealed the state's 1931 abortion ban. Okay, so this is what happened when you vote. It matters. There's that narrative that's going on in the US where women cannot have control of their own body. So people upset about that, they went out and vote. Apparently there was some like a midterm election that was going on, and I was not fully aware because my state was not part of it. Otherwise I would have known. So some other state have that that was going on. Okay, it's 33 seconds, and I think that's the governor of Michigan. Yeah, Governor Whitman signed repeal of abortion ban. Okay, this is what happened when we vote. We stand for the same common good. There it is. Okay, there's that. And then this is not it doesn't invite sign and stone. This could easily be overturned again. Why? Because if you're not paying attention, you're not voting, you're not protecting it. Okay, some other group might come in and repeal that as well. Okay, so people need to pay attention. We did our part for now. Okay, but we need to preserve and protect that. This is what democracy is about. We need to keep on voting, protect our values, and keep it going, because this could easily overturn again. Okay, so there's that. Election matters. That's right. We must have Congress codify the right to choose, not just reproductive right, but trans health, all medically approved and necessary treatment. Government must stay out of these personal issues. Okay, your vote matters. Okay, and this is why voting matters. Okay, when Dems win, they do good for all American and democracy. Okay, overturning Roe versus Wade is costing Republican daily. Yeah. There's that. This is how Democrat needs to behave when we hold their reign. Take action, do what you were elected to do. Bravo to Whitman and Michigan Democrats. Okay, love my government. Yep, that's it. Okay, I mean, I think when the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, around that time, there's 2 videos I did around that time. There's one regarding a CNN interview, and there's another one. It's a long thread that I read on Twitter. This is someone who studied, what year was that? 13 or 1500, about a specific person whose mindset, how he tried to control women and all of that. I really recommend to read it, because it's not my thing. It's a professional educator who wrote it, and I came across it and I share it with you. It really matters. So what I think happened is that because majority of Republican states are run by men, okay, not female, men. So what the Supreme Court did is to turn it over states, because they know once the men are in control, they'll do what needs to be done to keep, to control women. Okay, so and this could easily overturn. So that when I came across that and I saw it, and it was very informative, and I learned something from it, and I share it with you. Okay, I'll put the screenshot of the thumbnails that I'm talking about. It's on PYTE. Okay, so let's do a prayer. What shall we pray for? Prayer for brighter future or path, brighter path. I don't know. Let's use path instead of future. Brighter path. Let's see what comes in. Okay, there's none. Let's do an image. I'm an hour and 30, almost hour 30 minutes. Let's do this one. Okay, prayer for career direction. Not career. Let's put life, so we could be more. Prayer for brighter life path. I don't know. I'm just throwing life in between, so to be more concrete, life. Okay, not career. We need career path too, but let's put life in general. Let's do this one. Imagine I clicked the same one again. So let's read it for the sake of it, if I choose it twice. Okay, prayer for career, joy, and the journey prayer. Okay, gracious God, I
Praise.
praise you for your overwhelming presence in my life. I know your plan is good for me. As I search for a career, please help me find joy and peace in the journey. Help me rest on my faith in you. During the challenges, may I remain loving to your will. During the good moments, may we rejoice together. May I celebrate every moment of this beautiful journey. I know that you will lead me to a fulfilling and meaningful career, Lord, in your precious name, amen. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it because I chose it twice, even though I changed the prayer. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that's it. Let me get back to my editing.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.